Hello guys, New Delicious here. No, this isn't the most professional setup, but whatever. I just got home from work. Uh, got two more boxes of Solomon Kane to unpack. So let's get to it. One sec, grab a knife. Totally didn't prepare for this. They were delivered to my old residence, so luckily we got them. Hey, what do you know? Update your shipping information, people. Hey, what do you know? So here we go. See what we got here. Ooh. I know I'm walking in front of it, but here we go. Box one. We got Red Shadows. Based on the design of Jake Thornton. It's got the... let's see. Doing this by myself this time. The minis here. The two storybooks for Red Shadow. Bunch more tiles. Some fight cards. Some discoveries. Now to read the based on the Robert E. Howard story. Red Shadows. Hunt down the villains. Le Loup. In an epic, continent-spanning adventure, when Solomon Kane chances upon the carnage wreaked upon an unsuspecting village, the sheer destruction he encounters informs him of two things. The first is that he will face many foes, and he must formulate a plan for dealing with them all. The second is that they, or more precisely, the fiend who leads them, Le Loup, is perhaps the most amoral and evil wretch that he has ever encountered. Each clue left behind leads Solomon on his cat and mouse chase from England across Europe and all the way to the depths of Africa. Which paths will the rumors he chases take Solomon Kane down? Will the traps he lays for these evil men succeed or fail? And will he succeed in bringing to an end the reign of the terror of the wolf? 14 plus. Ooh. Requires the core box. Boom. And the heart of Africa. Speaking of Africa. I'm trying to semi-do this quickly before my family all gets home. Let's see what we have here. Some pretty crazy looking minis there. The foot falls within and wings in the night. Jungly tiles. It's glaring, so it's doing weird stuff. All right. Heart of Africa. In Solomon Kane's time, Africa was a deeply mysterious and dangerous land, little explored by Europeans. It was a place of near legend. Kane is one of the few who dares to leave the trek to its shores, and the fewer still who venture into its interior. For this reason, he is a stranger in this endless land of magic and cannibals, and he has to rely more than ever on his inner strength and the blessings of his immortal companions. It is not long before Solomon Kane once more finds himself in the middle of a deadly situation. From strange flying creatures that seem to be a horrible amalgam of bat, bird, and human, to cruel slave traders and the nameless, unfathomable horror found in an ancient structure around which nothing grows. Box 2. Boom, man, this game has such cool looking miniatures. And the stories are cool. I'll need to record some actual gameplay still. But that's box 1 of 2. And here's box 2 of 2. So let's see what we got in here. whole bubble mailer. Let's see what this has. It's an envelope from Mythic Games, center in Hong Kong. Ugh. What lies beyond a set of cards, player aids? I don't know what this is all. Oh, facts and errata pack. So this is some errata for our different core rules. In the core game itself, good that I have this now, so when we do some of the playthroughs, we'll have more accurate information. And it looks like some potentially errated cards that had some changes done to them. Okay, then we have bum bum bum, Castle of the Devil. Let's see if we can get this. Some funky abomination. That's cool looking. Castle of the Devil. Again, cards, tiles, story. This adventure is based on a fragment from Robert E. Howard, which sets up the situation, but not much more than that. The story is left hanging, but a new companion is introduced, as well as a dastardly foe to face. Classic Solomon Kane territory. After performing an act of kindness, Solomon Kane encounters a silent stranger who informs him that this kindness will not go unpunished by the local baron. Your choices and actions will drive the story forward into uncharted territory and define the outcome. How will you enter the castle? Will you have your new companion by your side? And will you deliver justice? Delve into this mysterious castle, from its deepest dungeons to its highest levels, and discover its hidden secrets. Who is the eponymous devil? What has he done? What will you do? Interesting. Then we have Solomon Kane. America, the New World. Wah, wah, wah. Ugh. Creepy kids. Some peasants. Native Americans. Maybe a Wendigo. Some beast creature. Comes with the Witches of Salem and the Lost Colony of Roanoke. In Robert E. Howard's original story, Solomon Kane, the Puritan, traveled widely across Europe and Africa. There were some hints of other adventures elsewhere, but no details were ever given. These gaps in Kane's life story left space for us to fill with our own original Solomon Kane stories. And as these adventures explore new territory, then so too does Kane himself, as he sets sail for the New World. This expansion takes both you and our Puritan to a whole new continent to continue your adventures. In the deserted colony of Roanoke and the strange town of Salem, Kane quickly discovers that whilst there is good in this land, so evil is here also. The curses of the old world seem to have crossed the ocean before him, and Kane will need all of his resolve to face them down. Ooh. And the final entry in this one is Solomon Kane Against the Vampires. Oh man, this one's heavy. It's hard to hold. Hills of the Dead and the Moon of Skulls. Solomon Kane is back for more, and this time he's facing vampires. They're not your traditional Transylvanian bloodsuckers, though. These vampires have an African twist, which provides a unique challenge for our Puritan hero. And against the vampires, Kane trades the jungles of the western coast for Africa's eastern savanna. He carries with him a musket to deal with dangerous predators, and a strange cat-headed staff, which is inscribed with incomprehensible glyphs. Little does he know that both weapons will prove extremely useful to him in his adventures against deadly, serpent-aspected vampires that cannot be harmed by mortal weapons, and the secrets hidden within the caverns of Nagari, the Vampire Queen's realm. Will you guide Kane as he faces down those shape-shifting, night-stalking foes? Ooh. So, I know, may not appeal to everyone, but I don't know. It was a cool Kickstarter. Glad I backed it. And I'll have to get some actual gameplay videos in at some point. Anyway. Ciao!